Sports. It's who we are. It's what we do. It's how we roll. It's wins and losses, highs and lows. It's effort, respect, and dedication. The High School Sports Beat. Sports. It's who we are.
Hello everybody, welcome and thanks for joining us on the High School Sports Beat. I'm Dave Yates. We continue our look back at our 10 years of covering Section 5 sports with a look back at the girls bowling sectional finals from February of 2014. Here's Bill Pucko and Dan Fates.
There is more to the bowling sectionals than just a pin count. Here's Dan Fates.
It's an atmosphere unlike any other, and one you may not expect. On Valentine's Day, students and parents alike made t-shirts, cheered loud, and even painted their faces at a one-of-a-kind girls' Section 5 bowling championship.
So the face paint and everything like that, you guys just here for support?
Yeah, we're just here to support the girls team. Have fun. We got together around 8:30 and just got in the car, came here and started painting our faces. It's intense. They get down there and they start bowling and it's just intense. Even if you get a strike, it's the best feeling.
Just watching the girls bowl, trying to give some school spirit to girls, cheer them up, pep them up a little bit.
Does the costume help them bowl better?
You know, it gets a laugh out of them to relieve the nerves that they have before they start bowling, so trying to get the nerves out of them.
Many boys bowlers showed up in support of their teammates.
Hey, so Ryan, why are you here today?
To root on for Hilton. Won sectionals last year. We're really rooting for them again to do that again.
So, you know, your crowd has kind of got some face paint on, some hats and stuff like that. What's that like?
It's really exciting. We're really supportive fans. So I'm looking forward to a good day for Hilton.
And some didn't think face paint was enough.
It's amazing. Like every year is like better and better. All these good bowlers are bowling great. My team's growing up so much with this team. It's just amazing.
Do you think the pins, the haircut, does it help the team?
It's definitely helping the team. Every year, they all like it. They all smile for it. They all want to bowl good for the team. It's just a great day.
The pressure and intensity of the championship can even get to some of the best bowlers.
I know you've been here before, but what's this atmosphere like?
It's really overwhelming because you want to bowl your best and you have like everybody watching you. So like you have like a whole bunch of pressure to bowl well and do your best.
Notabark finished sectionals averaging 219 over the 6 games, which was good for third for girls individuals. She'll be bowling on scholarship for Sam Houston State next year in college.
How have you been bowling so far? How have the first 2 games gone for you?
My first game was 238 and this game was 226 because like you want to make states and it's my last year and I'm really trying to do the best I can and go to states again.
While some teams and bowlers are focused on capturing a sectional crown, new schools like World of Inquiry are just enjoying the atmosphere of their first appearance.
It's a Rochester City school, and we're going to be the first K-12 building in the district. We decided to grow our elementary school out, so it was a K-6 school, and every year we've grown 1 year. Next year will be full K-12. Our girls team has 5 bowlers, and our boys team has 8. So being a first-year varsity program, they've actually competed very well and are enjoying it tremendously.
What's it like here being at your first ever sectional finals?
It's definitely overwhelming. I didn't know what to expect. The bleachers, the crowds, the cheering. So it's pretty cool. I'm definitely enjoying it.
What's this like?
Crazy. I never expected I'd ever be here at all. Last year we were a first-year team and we weren't doing too great, but this year we're doing a lot better.
What were your girls' expectations coming into sectionals tonight?
I don't know. I don't know, it's first year, we just coming in, being like, oh, hey, we're here. It's kind of a big thing. We don't have that big of a school, and it's kind of impressive that we're here.
You wouldn't think about bowling sectionals being like this exciting. It's really amazing, really. I love it.
For the Vision High School Sports Beat, I'm Dan Yates.
Emily Notebart was named the ECC Co-Player of the Year in her junior season at Roberts Wesleyan. Erica Tryon is finishing up her Bachelor's of Science degree at RIT. Coming up next, Matt Trabold joins us for the High School Notebook. We've got that and more when the High School Sports Beat returns. Hello, everybody, and welcome back once again to the High School Sports Beat. I'm Dave Yates. It's time now for the High School Notebook, and that, of course, means it's time for Matt Trabold. Matt, thanks for hopping on board.
Thanks for having me on.
Hey, let's talk a little hoops. Let's talk about a local guy getting some looks and getting a chance.
Back in late November 2020, former Greece Athena Trojan and Vermont Catamount Anthony Lamb signed an Exhibit 10 contract with the NBA's Detroit Pistons. With that type of contract, sending a player to an NBA team's G League affiliate, in Detroit's case, the Grand Rapids Drive, so being sent there if waived by the parent club, despite being given 4 minutes of playing time in the Pistons' second preseason game. So he was clearly a part of things to a certain degree in the preseason for that NBA squad. He was waived before the start of the regular season. When the announcement was made not too long ago that the G League would be returning in February in an Orlando bubble at the same location there in Disney that the NBA had its bubble in 2020. 11 G League franchises opted not to play in that bubble. They made that decision. That included Grand Rapids, unfortunately, at the time for Lamb. But that made him eligible for the 2021 G League draft on January 11th. He was picked high with the 6th overall selection, with a lot of good guys, a lot of guys with former NBA experience in that draft pool, so a huge accomplishment there. So he's picked by the Canton Charge, the G League affiliate of the Cleveland Cavaliers. And what makes that accomplishment even bigger is that only 25 of the 57 picks allotted for the draft ended up being used as team gauged, really what they wanted to do to their existing rosters, so there wasn't too many openings left. So out of 25 guys selected in the entire thing, he was one of them, and he was number 6 overall.
Very nice indeed. Now let's go stick with the pro hoops a little bit, and we'll talk again about the Pistons and another local connection there.
All about the Pistons, baby. Coming into the week of January 13th, former Equate student athlete Isaiah Stewart was already having a rookie season to be applauded, including leading the league in rookie offensive rating, being top 5 among NBA rookies as well in both rebounding average and shot blocking average, and even bigger to a certain degree, being top 10 in the entire NBA in offensive rebounding at around 3.5 of those bad boys and outing. He is amongst names there like Rudy Gobert, Steven Adams, Clint Capella, a bunch of other big names as well. Plus, his offensive boards numbers are that high at his 17 minutes a game, while the other members of that top 10 are vets playing more, as you can imagine, because they've been in the league a lot longer and at a high level, at an average of 29 minutes a game. So he's doing it right now in smaller minutes. That's a big deal. Pistons fans quickly named him, gave him that nickname Beef Stew for his physique, tenacity, strength, production inside. His head coach, Dwayne Casey, also recently nicknamed him Tasmanian Devil for his defensive prowess. In the 2-game stretch from January 13th to the 16th, Isaiah elevated his season to another level. He went for an at the time career high in scoring versus Milwaukee with 9 points and 7 boards. He followed that up against reigning NBA finalist Miami with his first career double-double and his first career double-digit scoring performance of an efficient 10 points, 11 boards. The most viral video of that double-double on social media all around was an offensive possession where he grinded for 3 big offensive rebounds in just that one possession, and he succeeded on the boards in that game against a star that he told me before the draft that he wanted his game to be deemed similar to in Bam Adebayo, so huge deal there against top competition. He's put up the numbers early on in the NBA.
We definitely got to up our nickname game, Matt. That's for sure. Hey, real quick, let's talk about women's hoops rather, and local connection. Batavia player hitting a milestone for a local college.
Yeah, so former Batavia Blue Devils student athlete Tiara Filbert had a storied high school basketball career. Her senior season alone featured being named first-team All-State for Class A, becoming the all-time leading scorer in program history, and leading Batavia girls basketball to its first-ever sectional title. Her college hoops career at Damon College has also been storied. As a redshirt junior last year for the Wildcats, she led the team in scoring and assists on top of leading the squad in assists and steals the season prior to that. In the season opener this time around for currently 20th ranked in the nation Damon, on January 16th, she scored her 1,000th career college point as part of a game-high 20 points, making 7 or 9 shots versus Mercy Hurst. This is the first time Damon women's basketball has been nationally ranked in program history. The team has 2 games this weekend versus DeUval College with 2 Section 5 alumni. Also there, Ashley Schenkel from Thomas and Kelsey Carpenter from Hilton. Big time for Filbert.
All right, awesome stuff, Matt, as always. Thanks for joining us, buddy. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for having me on.
All right, we're back with more of the High School Sports Beat right after this. Coming up next, the Making the Grade nominee with Kyle O'Gara, and later, the best wrestlers in the section, all in one space. We'll have that when the High School Sports Beat returns.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the High School Sports Beat. I'm Kyle O'Gara. Making the grade this week is Bloomfield senior Ryan Walschliger. Ryan has been on the Bloomfield bowling, track, and soccer teams since the 7th grade. Since then, Ryan has won multiple league and sectional championships in bowling and currently holds the league high game of $2.99. In track, Ryan was the 2019 MVP, and in soccer, he was named the 2021 Offensive Player of the Year and the FL West Top Goal Scorer of 2020. In the classroom, Ryan is in the National Honor Society and is in the top 10 in his class with a 97% average. Ryan has also been the recipient of multiple Student Athlete Awards and the RIT Computing Medal. Ryan is committed to the University of Buffalo's Honor College and plans to study pharmaceutical sciences. This week, Ryan Walschliger is making the grade. If you have a student in mind for our Making the Grade segment, we want your nominations. Send them into mtg@rocksportsnow.com. Now here's Dave with the Section 5 Spotlight.
Thanks, Kyle. Here now are some of the athletes, teams, and coaches making news in our Section 5 Spotlight. Webster Thomas alum Monique Hardy began her LSU career the way she ended her historic time with the Titans. Her throw of 20.54 meters is currently number 1 in the NCAA and 3rd best all time at LSU. Gates Child's Erica Ellis continues to reach new heights at Penn State, opening her season with a meet best 12 feet 10 inches. The sophomore also holds the 4th best indoor vault in Nittany Lions history, set last February. And finally, Irondequoit sophomore Michael Wood continues to break diving records, this time besting a mark that stood for 50 years with a score of 307.45 for 6 dives, 1 week after breaking the record for 11 dives. Up next, the biggest wrestling event of the season, Super Sectionals. We'll have highlights from that when the High School Sports Beat continues.
And now to Eichel. He floated one.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us on the High School Sports Beat. I'm Dave Yates. We flash back now to February of 2014. Here's Bill Ponko.
Don't call them the Super Sectionals for nothing. The last local wrestling event of the season. It is the local wrestling event of the year. The Super Sectionals, the best of the best. This is all about getting to the states, and that's not easy. Sectional champions crowned just last week were back at it, having to wrestle through another gauntlet. Guys like under 26-pound champion Chris Fantuzzo of Greece, who wrestled past Tommy Lancey of Webster Schrader. Fantuzzo joins teammate Ian James, the heavyweight champion, representing the Storm in Albany next week. Lancey is one of 3 runners-up from Schrader, who is left hoping for a precious wildcard entry to the States. They give out only 4. Guys like Penfield's Frankie Gissendanner, a mere 8th grader, wrestling in the pink singlet because he likes the color and considers it good luck, and who dominated Fairport's James Arrow at 132 pounds. Gissendanner makes his 2nd trip to States.
It went great. I haven't finished yet, but it's been really good, great. And to make it amazing, I have to win States this year. I have to. It'll make it it'll top it off. But it's been going really good right now.
But this season has been all about Hilton, which is a team, won its first sectional wrestling crown, placed 6 in the finals of the state qualifiers, and won 4 classifications. Yanni Diakomahalis continued his dominance. He was a Division I champion at 106 pounds, undefeated, and ranked number 1 in his weight class in the country. He was joined by the Dupre brothers, 3 of them, who dominated through the middle of the state quals, all winning by fall. Louis, who returns next year, pinned Matt LaLogia of Schrader at 138 in the 3rd period. The other 2, twins no less, battled to see who could get the job done the quickest. Vincent, at 145, a state finalist last year, pinned Canandaigua's Vinny Romeo in 1:07. McCray carries a 42-0 record into states, as does Anthony, who wrestles a class higher at 152 and pinned Fairport's Anthony Bell in 113. This is the end of the Twins' reign of wrestling terror in the section. Vincent and Anthony will both wrestle at SUNY Binghamton next year.
You know, you guys now have wrapped up an amazing career at at Hilton. Can you capitalize it? Like how great that's been?
Oh, it's been amazing. It was the last year, and the team's been really good, and it's hard work.
Yeah, you really put Hilton on the map, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. It just proves a lot. Like, we do a lot in the off season, and it just shows.
They do their talking on the mat. Seriously, do their talking on the mat. Very quiet, very humble. They just go about their business, and they get at for each other every day. They kick the crap out of each other pretty much.
Good for the section on that front. There are still 2 Prey boys left, and Hilton still looks awesome. And the great Trent Engloff won at 195. Trent was the area's only nominee for high school Heisman honors for all-around athletic excellence. Engloff plays baseball, wants to continue to play football. He was 37-3 on the mat after beating Hayden Maltese of Webster Ties.
Opened up good, and in the beginning of the first period, it was still 0-0, but after that, things began working, so I ended 8-0.
All right, it seems like we've been talking for a long time. Do you believe you're a senior and your wrestling career is almost over?
No, 2 weeks left, that's it. Still hasn't hit me yet, but it will.
We'd like to thank the athletes, teams, and coaches in Section 5, and if you've got a story you'd like to share with us, please let us know. Send an email to rocksportsnow@gmail.com. Thanks for watching, be safe, and we'll see you next week for more of the High School Sports Beat.